Federico Sceriffo. I'm an Italian driver, and I'm official Team Orange driver in Japan, and official Red Bull China driver in China.
When I jump in my car, I forget the stuff going around that life makes you face, because I'm in my car and I feel so protected. It's like my armor, you know? The connection between man and machine, it's a very thin line between being a normal guy and being completely crazy that nobody can understand you unless you got the same passion. A car expresses the character of a person, the color of the car, how he tunes it, gives you an identity. To drive a racing car, there's not thousands of ways. There's just techniques and basics that's it for everybody. Then different drivers can apply it in their way, you know, put a little bit of ingredients. The first time that I actually drove a car, okay, I was 15 years old and I sneaked the car from my parents. My mom pushed me to just follow this passion of mine. When I was 19, she bought me a Subaru. It was actually faster than the two previous cars. And yeah, she had a big argument with my dad, you know, because my dad said he will never understand. He crashed two cars and you're gonna buy a more powerful car, a more cool car. This is what I really wanted to do in my life, you know. Then when I understood that I did such an easy and natural way, what others did, like sweating and all stiff with their eyes like shut open, you know, I realized that maybe I had just this coordination between mind, body, and machine, that it was just like a gift. So I wanted to know more. So I started thinking a bit more serious, and I started searching for where to start, which door to open to get in the motorsport world. I worked in the company with my dad. It wasn't even a boring job. But every morning that I went to the office, I said, no, this is not my life. 2 months after, my life changed. I received this phone call from my aunt. I had a very, very strange feeling. And yeah, my feeling was right, because they found out that my mom passed away the day before. My mom was also like my best friend. I realized that I was in a black hole. And I remember my mom telling me that I had to do what most I liked in my life, because that is what I've done best. So I continued repeating this to myself, and I said, what most I like in my life? Racing. That moment, I put everything in my project. If I'm gonna fail in this, I just have to be realistic and stick with a normal life. In the same year my mom passed away, I discovered drifting on YouTube. Myself to give it a try. So I started traveling Europe. I went to Germany, France, Switzerland. I get invited in Greece in 2008, and there is Furuza-san.
My name is Hiroki Furuz, but my nickname, everybody call me is Sleepy.
Furuza-san is a Team Orange manager, and he's also a big man in the motorsport world.
I was judging the drifting national championship. And then the Greek organizer told me that we have some crazy Italian driver. Yeah, okay, I'll have a look.
So he's gonna tell me if I'm good or not, really. You know? No fooling around. Because if this guy tells me you're not good, I know I'm not good.
You know, he showed me the quite interesting talent, but still the level of the driving. is not near as high as what we do in here.
This man looked at me for the whole week. Every move I did, how I acted, how I answered to people. At the end of the event, we have a 4-hour talk in the lobby until late night, me and Sleepy.
He was very, very serious, and he asked me the hundreds of the questions, and then I really struggled to get rid of him. If you're so keen, why you don't come to Japan?
He just told me, see you the 21 November in Japan. What? So in 2008, the D1GP organization decided to give Team Orange the responsibility to find a foreigner driver that would break into D1GP. I didn't know that they were releasing the first D1GP license for non-Japanese. Because D1GP has been for a long time only for Japanese. Also because technique-wise, no foreigner could compete with them. So when I arrived in Japan, meet Sleepy in Narita, I arrived in Ibizu, and there was other 15 drivers all around the world. And I was like, what's going on? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, we're releasing the D1GP license. I decided that you have been candidated to give it a try.
Definitely he was under pressure because he also against the other champions.
There were like 8 cars. We had to share the car, like 2 drivers, 1 car. I see Kuma coming back with an S13 convertible with 18 inches wheels and body kit, and the car was shocking amazing. I said, cool, he's gonna do a demo for us. He arrives beside me, he looks at me and said, did you ever drive a right-hand drive car? Yes, never drive it in my life. Yes, of course. Okay, this is your car for today. And I jumped like, you did it already, It's okay, it's okay. Oh shit, this way. So you did it already. So there's a gearbox, there's a handbrake, steering wheel. I mean, it must be same. First 30 minutes, missing shift, pulling the handbrake to put another gear instead of pulling the gear knob. So when I got that sorted, I started driving. Must be I drove a little bit better than the others, okay? Constant, taking respect of the car. They were looking at everything. We come back to the pit, we get down on the cars. Kuma looks at me and says, what car you have back home? You know perfectly, I have a Subaru. Like this one? And I said, yeah, I mean, well, a bit different. Okay, drive. I was jumping in a D1GP car. After 3 days, I was in Japan. In the most difficult track in the world. I didn't realize I was already the chosen one. I jumped in my car. I did 3 laps. I came out to the pit. I was crying. I was crying my head off of happiness mixed with some kind of lonely feeling because I wanted my mom to be there watching me. She was not there. That was the only thing missing. But I feel her. So that gave me the strength to go on. And in 4 months, I was in Tokyo with my number on my car, and I was the first foreigner driver in the D1GP.
Where did you find this guy? Yeah, we found this guy in Greece, but he come from Italy, yeah? So it's a long story. So yeah, definitely he made a quite big shock. He's really, really passionate about it. Some people really just want to enjoy themselves, but Federico was really, really serious about his career. He's the one that opened the door. That's why now it's the Russian drivers and Thailand drivers and quite a few the overseas drivers. He showed them the possibility. If he can do that, so maybe I can do that. And I think that is also one of the biggest his achievements.
already being part of the team is a huge goal, you know, but I work every day to keep my place inside here, okay? Because if I don't do it, they have no reason to keep me running. Don't think that you worked hard enough that you can stop putting the effort and you're just in the team, because that's the beginning of the end.
We told him many times, don't waste the time, go home. Cry, upset, but he never gave up, never ever. And he never stopped trusting us 100%.
Sleepy never told me I'm a good drifter. He just makes me work so hard, you know, so hard. And sometimes he gives me little satisfactions, but not too much. He found a way to make me continue, want to be a better driver and a better person.
There are many good drivers around the world, but I don't know, something makes him very special to us.
Whatever you do, whatever you want to do, never ever give up. And when you think that nothing is coming, that's the moment when things are coming.